Dreamcatchers! Welcome to another autism video, and today I will be going over some things I do to stay calm, because as fellow people with autism spectrum disorder will know, it can be extremely hard and difficult for our brains to stay calm, especially on the inside, because we are easily overstimulated with sensory impulses, and it can be very challenging to deal with them in such a way that we stay calm on the inside and on the outside, because people tend to express it differently depending on their personality and how well they can express their emotions and their feelings. So without further ado, here are some of the things I do to stay calm, or as calm as possible. Maybe it will help you. It will not be a very long video, but I will start with the first thing I do, which is breathing exercises. Specifically, if I feel stress coming, something like public speaking, or for public speaking or tests, or like appointments with new people I have never spoken to, things tend to get stressed and messy and that kind of stuff. And when I feel starting my heart pounding, because everybody probably will recognize that feeling, your heart is pounding because of nerves, I will breathe in very deep and breathe out very slowly, like this. And it truly helps. I studied biomedical sciences for a while, and even the teachers there said that if you breathe deeply, your heart rate will go down. So that's just a biological mechanism, that if you breathe deeply, your heart rate will go down and you will feel less nervous. Because one of the things nerves do is amp up your heart rate. But breathing exercises can also help to make your brain more quiet and peaceful before you go to sleep. It's sort of a kind of meditation. It's actually viewed as meditation because meditation technically is focusing on your breath so you get calm inside and out. I have done this for years and years. I don't remember when I started. I do remember I probably didn't do it when I was like 10, so it started after I was 10. But it works. And it's just relaxing. You can do it everywhere. You don't need anything for it. So, 1 point for that. The second thing I do, not always, but what will work, is walk. More specifically, walk in nature, with like nature sounds around you or around me, like flowing water, little creeks, and chattering birds and that kind of stuff. Or when that's not available, because it is winter on the northern hemisphere right now, also walking or with calm music, with nature sounds music, will work. Or just walking with music that relaxes you, because if you truly love, for example, rock or metal music, that will relax you. People think that it will amp you up, but that's not true. Scientifically proven that music in the genre you like will relax you and your head, which is some good thing to know. You can just listen to the music you like. In my case, it's either rock and metal or nature sounds or classical that will relax me, but it also depends on the kind of music. Not all classical music will relax me. And if you have the sound of a burning house, that probably will not relax me either. But like birds and water and even stormy winds, that will relax me. And I think that's a good thing. What I also do, but I absolutely realize that it is not very easily possible for a lot of people, is stay out of busy places as much as possible, which means I go to the store when it is more quiet. I will not go shopping when it is like rush hours in the store, and I will try and stay out of busy traffic as much as possible. This includes busy public transportation, because there is certain times of the day when public transportation can be extremely busy and extremely filled up, especially here in the Netherlands. There are some times of the day you cannot even sit in the train or the bus because they are so extremely full. Those times of the day I try to avoid public transportation or just regular traffic as much as possible. And yeah, that's it. And also, even though I said earlier in a previous video that I might be dyslexic, relaxing does several things for me that are very, very useful. If I read, I get faster at reading because of practice. It also relaxes my mind. It takes me out of this world for a bit, which in and of itself has a very relaxing feel to it, because you're not in this stressful world, you're in the stress of someone else's world, or it doesn't even need to be stressful. It can just be very interesting, but it relaxes, it gets you out of your daily stress and stuff. And you can learn from it as well, which is nice. And then the final thing I have on my list here is, and this will be maybe a little bit on the borderline of what people find acceptable or not, but allowing myself to zone out when I feel like I absolutely need it. With this I mean getting into my own self and thinking and totally out of the environment when I feel like I need it, because otherwise I will get extreme headaches, extremely tired, and it's just not a nice feeling. But usually I need it more often when I'm in a very busy place. For example, if I go to Amsterdam for like a couple of hours, I will be so agitated and stressed. I cannot deal with touch, sound, light, or the incredible amount of people. And as soon as it is possible, for example, if I'm in the underground or something, I will allow myself to zone out, because I have a sense of time in those things. I've traveled with them so much that I can zone out and wake up in time to get out at the proper stop. And otherwise, well, you miss it. It's not that much of a bad thing. If you take into account that can happen and you just leave a little bit earlier than you would otherwise do, or if you travel with other people who will make sure that you get out at the right stop, it will probably be fine. And I think the last one, zoning out, is probably the most problematic for most people, because nobody really wants to, but sometimes it just happens and you can try to go against it, but at a certain time it will not work anymore. So as long as you have people with you who will get you like to the right places in the right times, or if you are in a place where it can happen, just let it be. It will also help you rest. And I strongly believe that those tips will probably not only work for like autistic and ADHD people, but for your regular old people as well. But what I would recommend is talking to someone and maybe traveling with someone who will understand what you need and will do what you say they need to do when something happens and it is absolutely necessary that you get somewhere on time, for example. Because it is just important. But I have nothing more to say, otherwise it's going to be repetitive. Thank you for watching. Click on the like and subscribe buttons if you like and want to see more. And all I can do now is say thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!